Alright, this is going to be a tutorial for the new ship skip that has been found. Saves roughly a minute over the previous strat. It's not that hard of a glitch compared to other ones in the game. Um, I'm just going to explain stuff like visual cues and anything that you might have issues on. So without further ado, let's get started. So after this cutscene, we're going to jump on a ladder. And what's important for this is that we restart checkpoint. Now, the reason why we do this is, let me just get up here for a second. The reason why we do this is because of the ship's tilt. Now, as you can see, the ship is always tilting in a certain direction. Right now it's forward, it's going backwards. Now it's going a bit to the right. Going a bit to the left. You see it's always moving in a certain direction. And when you restart checkpoint on the ladder, the tilt is always going to be the same, or like 90% of the time is going to be the same, so it's important that you do this. Now, the ship's tilt is important for the glitch to actually work. I will demonstrate here why. So let's just go here. As you can see, the ship is tilting left, so if I do this now, it will work. But if I were to do this while the ship is tilting right, it won't work. It will in fact do the opposite. You saw the camera go all the way down instead of upwards, but Nate just didn't follow through. So for this spot specifically, we want the ship to be tilting left for this skip to work. And then we can progress to the next one. I will actually just explain this now. So once you get up here, the next photo mode spot is around here, next to this, I don't know what it's called. So yeah, we want to stand around this spot, and we're also waiting for the ship to be tilting in a certain direction. So we're waiting for the ship to be tilting backwards, like this, and then we want to zoom out and over this railing, and then everything will just despawn. So he will go down, and from there you can just keep zooming out and waiting for the next area to load, which should be in a bit. Here you go. I will show you what it looks like if you mistime it. Okay, as you can see, the ship is tilting forward, more forward right. So if we do this again, Nate jumps really high up. As you can see, he's really high up. So when I let go, he's already going to be taking damage from this. Like, this just is not going to work. Oh, okay, I was too low, but didn't want to load for some reason. Anyways, even if that was to work, you would have died on impact. So yeah, if the ship is tilting any direction forward, you don't want to initiate it, because you will end up being extremely high and die from full damage. So just to explain again, when the ship is tilting backwards, and you can tell from the shadow and just his position, it's okay to do the glitch. But if the ship is tilting forward, or you can't see the shadow like you can see now, chances are Nate will end up really high and you'll die from full damage. So yeah, let's go back to the beginning, and I will explain the faster version of this glitch, because it is a little less consistent. So yeah, let me just talk through that. So the other spot for this is here.
I'm coming.
And what we're looking for, instead of just the ship's direction, we're also looking at the shadow here. We want the shadow to be very low for this to work. We want the shadow to end up being here, and then we'll start jumping on the... well, I don't know what this is called. So let me demonstrate. Okay, the ship is left, but the shadow is down. We get launched up like that, and that one was very close. The reason why this is a little bit trickier is because Nate has just about enough momentum to get himself up here, like a little bit higher than, I mean, if this floor was a little bit higher, he wouldn't be able to make it. But the reason this one is so easy is because we go upstairs, if you remember. So he will basically clear this all the time. But sometimes you might not get enough height to actually make this, which is why the timing is extremely important. But I will just demonstrate again. So we're going to quickly rush over here. See the shadows going down. Initiate photo mode. And as you can look here, I must have timed it wrong because I did not get enough height. And he's going back down like that. While making this, I actually figured out why I wasn't getting enough height. And I'm actually just going to explain it here. So
I'm coming.
Okay, one other important thing that I forgot to mention is the timing for the input of photo mode is very important. For this one specifically, I mean, for the one up here, I think it's very lenient. But for here, the timing is crucial for it to work. So as soon as Nate lands on the ground, you want to press it. If you do it maybe a little bit after, the glitch most likely won't work. So I will just demonstrate here. As you can see, that works. And I'll try and give a bad example here.
I'm coming.
There, that's a pretty bad example. And yeah, so the timing is strict for this one, but once you get it down, I don't really think that this skip is hard. But yeah, anyways, let me show you what you should do after you do the fast strat.
I'm coming.
Okay, then we just want to immediately press photo mode when we get in the position. So right now we are in the position. So once I do this, he goes straight down. No time wasted. I'm not going to die from full damage or anything like that. So that's the cool thing about the fast strat. You don't have to wait for anything. It's really, really cool. So just to summarize, there's two methods you can go about this. The safer and more consistent strat is 15 seconds slower, give or take. So it's really your choice if you want to do that one. And then the faster, more swaggy strat is just a little bit more inconsistent or just tougher to do. And just to wrap things up, I'm going to show an IL for each method. So thank you for watching.
Alright, Sully. I'm coming. Alright, Sully. I'm coming.